Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. It's not. Oh dear. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. Well, that started with a laugh, which is, I'm calling it Laughter Wednesday. It's Wednesday, the 10th of June. And I'm calling it Laughter Wednesday. Now, that isn't to minimise what's going on around the world, but it's trying to lift people's spirits. And I think it's very necessary. So many people are overwhelmed by what's happening. So at least I started with a laugh there this morning, thinking it was Friday. Maybe I was hoping it was Friday. But before I talk about laughter, I have talked in previous videos about the importance of smiling. And of course, smiling is so important, even when you can't see people. So if I was coming to you just as an audio or on the phone, then smiling is really important. It lifts people's spirits. So what I would ask you to do is to smile often. Smile when you enter your home. Smile when you enter the shower. Smile when you go to the fridge. Smile as often as you can. It's got many benefits. Smiling is you feel better, those around you feel better. And of course, when you use your favourite mug, perhaps, for a cuppa, then smile as you take it, or your favourite book. You can use smiling, of course, before the next step, laughing, which might be a wee bit more difficult for you. But smiling is just wonderful. And why would you not want to feel better? So the next step up is laughing. Now, I'm sure, like me, we're all in need of a laugh just now. This doesn't mean that we forget all the things that have happened to us, or forget this time of crisis and everything that's going on round about us. But the constant negative news is just overwhelming for everybody. I can find myself overwhelmed, and suddenly you're crying and it's sobbing. I mean, it's awful. So we need some time to ourselves just to laugh. So I welcome the funny posts, and one in particular, I don't know if many of you caught it, but I put up the post, I shared the post on the laughing lion. It reminded me of the laughing policeman, and you just couldn't help but start laughing as well. So if you catch that, it really gives you a good dose of laughter and feel good factor. So if you want to feel better about yourself, feel happier and healthier, then laugh. Smile and laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. I was taught that many, many years ago when I worked actually in America. And I was living with a family, and it was just, I think it was a book they brought out. In fact, I think I've still got the book. It was Food is Your Best Medicine. And then there was another one, just looking at my bookshelf there, and another one, Laughter is the Best Medicine. So, studies show that laughter has positive effects on your physical and mental well-being. Laughter's like the deep breathing. You know how I've been talking about the deep breathing from the diaphragm. Laughter is the same. It brings oxygen into the blood and gives you energy, and you'll be less stressed. Laughter decreases the stress hormones, and that's cortisol and adrenaline. And when you're less stressed, of course, you improve your well-being. It can also help reduce pain and help healing. So there's a lot going for it, laughter. So when you laugh as well, you strengthen your immune system. Laughter releases endorphins, which is the feel-good hormone. So some studies, of course, they show that when you burn the same number of calories, studies show that you burn the same number of calories when you laugh as you do through physical exercise for 6 to 10 minutes. So I have a great time over lockdown. I still do some short physical exercise, but when I watch people running their 6 miles or their 10k, I'm there in my mind. So I'm exercising my mind, and of course laughing as well. Then I've done a good workout, and I've worked out my mind as well. Laughter is also good for the heart. It improves blood circulation, and when you laugh, your mindset is changed from negative to positive. And of course, when you laugh, not just you, but others around you feel good. So how can you laugh more in your life? Well, guess what? I'm back to my broken record using my ABC. You can use an A for an affirmation, and that is using your 3 Ps, remember? Your P for personal, P for positive, and P for present or past tense. So the affirmation for today is, for everyone, I choose to laugh more. And you can say it again in your head, don't need to say it out loud. Or take yourself off, I've been promoting this, to the bathroom, lock the door and just sit or stand, look in the mirror and go, I choose to laugh more. So if you've been using your aspiration or your inspiration board, then I hope you have been, or you're starting one now. If this is your first time of seeing the video, then cut out or write in bold letters, laughter is the best medicine. Cut out some laughter quotes. Make laughing one of your aspiration goals. And you could cut out funny pictures of you and your friends, your family. So when you look at them, then you're certainly going to smile and possibly laugh as well at the memories. There's nothing better. Making laughter part of your ABC routine, then it becomes a good habit. You can just take yourself off to do your breathing and your laughter whenever you want, and that becomes your good habit. And I just love that line. I mean, if I feel down, I'm saving that post, listen to that line laughing, and it reminds me of the laughing policeman. And you can find yourself in hysterics and you actually wonder why. Another thing you can do is make a list of jokes or funny sayings or cartoons so that you can choose one every day to make you laugh. Some people even have joke books in the bathroom. I've been in houses, friends' houses and family, my family do that, and you go into the bathroom to do the necessary and you see there's a joke book lying, and it's great. You can lift it, open it anywhere and you find yourself laughing. Another good thing is, think about a friend. If you've got friends, there'll be some friend who always makes you smile or laugh, and they seem to be just naturally funny. I find myself sometimes, even if I've been doing serious talks, sometimes people are laughing, and I kind of don't mean to be funny, but it turns out that I am, and it makes me feel good, and it makes everybody listening feel good. So I bet if you've got a friend like that, when you're speaking with them or meeting up with them, there's that feel-good factor. And I see there Liz, my friend, is watching, and I love meeting up with her. We have just a fantastic chats, and I come away feeling much, much better. And thanks Kerry as well. I see Kerry's watching. So thank you for listening and watching. The other tip I would say is ditch, and I've said it before, ditch negative people. Now it's easier said than done. If you're living with people who are maybe negative and feeling down just now, what do? We can't leave if it's locked down or socially distanced. I promote go to the bathroom again. Get yourself in there and lock the door and just do a deep breathing exercise. And maybe if they're really negative, send them off in that, remember my balloon or ribbon exercise. Wrap them up there and just send it up, flying away. In your mind, they're gone and you feel much better. If you've got children, you'll probably find that some of the things they do, you can laugh at. Pets are funny. Lots of posts on pets just now and the funny things they do. So you can watch some of these clips on social media or YouTube, and you can actually just feel fantastic. It's just so funny. Watch a funny movie or a sitcom on your TV or a YouTube clip. If you're lucky enough to have all these, maybe Sky or Netflix, find a funny movie and just sit yourself down, and you need to get yourself feeling a bit better. Stop sort of watching the bad news constantly. Don't look at sort of catastrophes, these films with catastrophes. One of my favourites is Frasier. I love that sitcom, and it never seems to age, and I can watch it again and again, and there's always still something I find to laugh. Now, I think that's possibly because if some programmes are really good, you find yourself laughing, you miss kind of the next clip or the next joke or the next phrase. So watching them again and again, you find something else to laugh at. Another thing that is very important is remember to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. I mean, when you do this, you'll be less uptight. You'll find humour in lots of even difficult situations. Now, I recall here, I was very close to a firefighter. He was one of the heavy road vehicles that go out to accidents and some horrendous traumatic sights. And I said to him, what do you do? And he said, well, you obviously can't tell the relatives or people who are involved in that situation. But he said, we often find ourselves, we have to find humour. We start laughing. And it's, although there's obviously they have access to stress management and stress release, but he said that immediate release by laughter, it releases stress and anxiety. And even in very difficult traumatic situations, he said it kept us kind of sane. If you find it difficult to laugh at yourself, then use an affirmation again. Use my A. Say something like, I allow myself to be silly. You're giving yourself permission to be silly. I mean, I know that if you've gone through a traumatic situation, and the loss of my son was probably the most traumatic I've gone through, but I find humour. I think of things he did that made me laugh. And even when we were preparing his funeral and things, there's kind of black humour in everything. And even that, it kind of releases that moment of anxiety. When you find a way to laugh, you turn negative thoughts into positive ones, and it gives you that impetus to kind of go on. Another tip, and I've talked about this in previous videos, is to do something new. Learn to draw, paint, sing, poetry, anything. And you're not talking here about trying to be perfect. You're trying to do something that you look at it and you might laugh and say, oh, I don't know, I'd drawn that. Or get others laughing in the family going, oh, I could do better than that. And you find you're kind of all laughing together. Never laugh at anyone else. Laugh at yourself, but not at anyone else. And of course, when you laugh, you bring others into the laughter with you. I also talked about I think it was a bucket list jar in a previous video. There's somebody had posted, a family posted up saying they were all in lockdown, so they got this jar and post-it notes, and they were putting down like what they would want to do, and they stuck it into this jar. So I think you could do that with jokes. You could start funny sayings, funny jokes, and put it in a jar. And when you're feeling a bit down, just lift that out and look at it and go, oh, right, that's getting me sort of in a wee bit better mood today. So doing that, you can take them out when you need to have a laugh. Another thing that I do, and I think you should be doing again with my ABC, which should be your good habit now, is a meditation. Now you might think, this is crazy, we can't do a meditation about laughter, but actually you can have a laughter meditation. And it's kind of getting your body and mind filled with a positive, good feeling. And we'll try it just now. I also have another meditation I will finish with. But the meditation for laughter, as always, you should have your feet on the ground, ground yourself, and shoulders back. Feel confident. That gives you a feeling of sort of confidence and a positive feel as well. And you close your eyes, and you need to do your deep breathing again. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and your tummy's going out, like blowing it up like a balloon. Hold, and then exhale through the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Hold, and then exhale. Now take another deep breath in, and when you exhale, let stress and anxiety leave your body and mind. Just let it flow out. Now imagine you are somewhere that makes you feel good. Remember a time when you laughed Now let that feeling of laughter, that lovely warm feeling, spread through your mind and body. Let the laughter spread from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Feel it hit every part of your body and your mind. Now imagine this feeling again. Let laughter fill your mind and your body. Do you feel it touching the top of your head and going right down through your face, your neck, your shoulders, your heart, your tummy, your legs, and your toes? Now think of a place you would like to be. Is that the calm lake? Is it in the mountains? Is it at the beach? Or is it just lying, watching the clouds float by? I like water, and I imagine myself at the beach, and I'm just lying, letting myself sink into the sand. The sun is like laughter on my face and my body. I let that warmth flow through my mind and body. I like the feeling of being alone on that beach. There is no sound. Maybe some lapping waves of the sea. I like the sea, so I can feel the soft, calming lapping of the waves. And I say to myself, I am calm. I enjoy this rest and tranquility. I feel relaxed. My mind is calm. I feel laughter spreading through my mind and body. Now breathe in again through the nose and hold, and exhale through your mouth. Now you can slowly open your eyes, still with that feeling of laughter throughout your mind and body, and say to yourself, I allow myself to be silly. I allow laughter into my mind and body. I feel warm and relaxed. I feel worthy and value myself. And my mind is calm. I hope you've enjoyed that. You can make up your own meditation, but it gives yourself time and space. You need to try and do it, of course, when you've got time and space. Maybe if you've got a larger bathroom, you can lie down there on the mat and lie down and do your meditation. And of course it's kind of raining today here, but if it's a lovely day, there's nothing better than getting outside and kind of communing with nature and doing a meditation like this. Now, I know I said this was Friday. Of course it's Wednesday, so we end with a laugh. I was wrong, it is Wednesday. My next live video is Friday, and I'm going to call it Now Friday. So we'll just try and think of ourselves being in the now. And thank you again, everybody, for watching. And if you've got a topic you'd like me to talk about, then please private message me or post up on Facebook and I'll pick that up. Now have a fabulous day, and of course we always end with a virtual hug. Remember, if you're alone and you're still in lockdown and maybe not meeting people, give yourself that hug and you can feel the warmth and energy of your arms around you. But a virtual hug to everybody, and we'll be back on Friday. Have a fabulous day. Bye.